And joining us is Nancy Zenger Beneda from the Kansas Foundation for Agriculture in the Classroom, or KFAC as some might know. So, Nancy, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me, and we really appreciate the opportunity to tell our story and continue to connect other people with our organization.
Now, there's a big event coming up in just a few days. We're going to talk about that in our second part. But first, let's get an update of what's going on with the Kansas Foundation for Ag in the Classroom. It's been around for quite a while, and maybe people remember what it was when it first got started. But kind of give us an update on how things are going right now.
Sure, and thank you. We're really focusing on developing virtual resources right now. As you know, education is looking a lot different today than it did even a year ago, of course, with the pandemic. So our focus over the last 6 months has been to develop virtual resources, and we've worked with our AgriLand partners to host virtual AgriLand on our website. And we're really proud of that accomplishment. And we see that continuing to grow in the future as we add resources and engage more instructors in the free resources we have available to them.
Well, it seems like, especially over the last now, 8, 9 months, folks have done in-home learning, and especially with those school-age children, and looking for just good sources, and what a better way than to do, learn more about agriculture right there at home with some of those sources. You have a long history of folks that have contributed, and this is stuff that has it does pass muster. I mean, it is the right stuff. It isn't just, well, let's just teach them this.
Well, I appreciate that. We believe it's so important to connect our youth with agriculture. As we know, the current generation is somewhere between 3 and 5 generations removed from direct agriculture, and young people are really losing that connection as to where their food, fiber, and fuel comes from. And we think it's really important that we're reaching out to our young people and educating this current generation on where they're going to find their food in the future and how agriculture is going to meet those food demands. I mean, we know our population is growing and that agriculture is going to continue to need to provide for that growing population. So it's really important that youth understand that. And that's why we work so hard to reach our mission of connecting Kansas classrooms or classrooms with Kansas agriculture, because we vision that someday there will be ag in every classroom every day.
Well, I think that's a great idea, and we hope that happens. And we're going to take a break right now, and we come back. We'll talk about how you can be part of that effort. Nancy Zenger Beneda is joining us, Kansas Foundation for Ag in the Classroom. Stay with us. More in just a moment.